This past year, I lived a pretty lazy life. Hours were wasted, and meaning in life drifted from my mind. I didn't know it then, but I needed discipline. I needed a routine. I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. to get an early start to another great day. Before I even get up, I think about the day ahead and create a mental checklist of what I need to get done. The early bird gets the worm, and I'm the earliest bird. I read a full chapter in whatever book I'm on every morning to activate my mind. An active mind is a purposeful mind. Once I finish my chapter, I take a cold shower so I can conserve water and time. It awakens my senses and helps me to think about those without the privilege of hot water. When I get out, I put in my contact lenses through which I can see the beauty of this world. I then scream obscenities at myself in the mirror to remind myself of all my past mistakes, so I may move on with my life. Next comes breakfast. It's said breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is why I never forget to make some. A wise man once said, "Anything worth doing in life is worth overdoing." That's why I cook my Pop-Tarts in the highest possible setting. To get a balanced meal, I include some complex carbs, protein, and a source of fruit. With this, I also make some herbal tea to soothe my throat for any potential communication needed for the day. I believe one should always be available to speak truth clearly into others' lives, and I wouldn't be able to do that without my Bengal Spice herbal tea. Of course, I add some complex carbs, protein, and a source of fruit to balance out the tea. While I eat breakfast, I read another chapter in my book to keep my thoughts moving and my mind open to learning. Socrates says, "Wonder is the beginning of wisdom," and I take that to heart. I then take the next 5 minutes to respond to around 80 to 90 emails. I've trained my fingertips to become a touch typist, a skill I knew as a young boy would eventually come in handy. My sister will claim she is faster, but she is not. She is not a touch typist. Toby is slow. I make my way to the sunroom, where I let the natural light and vitamin D from the sun penetrate and rejuvenate my skin and pores. I take one very deep breath before dropping into 47 consecutive squats. If your pants don't rip on the 47th squat, you haven't worked hard enough. At this point in my morning, I access the World Wide Web and set my next bulk pants order for the next 2 weeks. If my routine is followed to a T, I actually gain 15 more minutes in my day strictly due to efficiency. Now that I've achieved short distance time travel and it is 8:30 again, I read another chapter in my book. At this point, it's time to really get into my work. I love what I do, and it brings joy to my very being that I get to create thoughtful, moving art that challenges the viewer's core beliefs. I invested in a standing desk to keep my body active and my blood pumping. It has revolutionized my work life, and I can't imagine my life without it. If Ryan speaks to me while I work, I slap him as hard as I physically can to remind him that he should never interrupt my process. It is my routine, and he knows that. I read another chapter in my book. As soon as I feel my creativity begin to fatigue, I know it is time to blow off some steam and hit the gym for my early midday workout. But that's a video for another time. So guys, just got back from Burning Man, as you can see from my outfit. Just wanted to say, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
What's wrong with your pants?
What are you talking about?
What's wrong with your pants?
What are you talking about? What's wrong with pants?
Turn around.
This is the style.
Gosh darn it, dude.